What up, world? It's your boy Robot Samurai, and today I'm gonna share a little something special with you. I've been cooking up some t-shirt designs, aka designs for shirts, tees, probably since I was like 12, and I think I'm probably gonna try to launch all my shit soon. Um, but this isn't the first time I made shirts, but I'm really excited because I'm probably gonna, I don't know, do something a little different. But I'm gonna share with you my design process on Procreate. Anyways, so we're gonna get into a digital illustration today. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I had a lot of caffeine, so I'm bouncing off the walls. And it's Friday, so let's go. All right, let's get to it. Sorry for the intro. Okay, so here's the, well, that was really quick. You'll see the end, but that's a finished illustration. And let me take you on a little journey as to how I got there. It involves a lot of subpar shit art and illustrations before we finally find what the end product's going to be. So this is just a couple of different, I think like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different sessions, just trying to find like a cool design. I didn't originally think it was going to be a shirt, but eventually I found something I liked enough. So as you can see, what we started with and what we end up with are totally different, and that happens a lot. A lot of times I'll be sketching and I really, really, really love the symmetry tool. Almost to the point where I use it as a crutch, I think, but I'm trying to work out of that. But just for like design, I've always liked things that were symmetrical. And when I'm just drawing non-digitally, it's super hard to make things perfect. But the iPad's nice because, all right, Procreate, you can pick a line, make it a symmetry line, and then whatever you draw on one side is reflected on the other. And there you go, picture perfect symmetry. Ta-da! So as you can see, we're just playing with the shapes on this character. I was kind of thinking like this, I don't know, Clint Eastwood robot dude. I might go back and revisit and redo this for just like an illustration, but I just wasn't feeling it, and it just was all over the place. And then I decided to go with like, what would a Gundam look like? Or my thought process was like, what would a Gundam look like if it was like a robot samurai Gundam? I know it's a little redundant, but I was like, that'd be dope. So I started playing with some shapes and then just slowly start building. As you can see, we sketched like a basic framework. And then from there, we just start adding a bunch of details and just playing with it. I feel like, for me at least, when I do some of my best work is when I'm kind of just having more like fun. I'm having fun with it. And I'm not putting as much pressure on myself, and it really allows me to just kind of play. And for me, that's what art is a lot of times, or what I feel like it should be is obviously it's artwork, it's work sometimes, but I just love to play with shapes and colors and just, I don't know, especially when I draw robots. For me, that's the most fun I have, I think, where it's just stress free because there's no rules. You can just buck around, have fun, mess around with different things, and just kind of create something out of nothing. So we have a basic sketch, and then I just open up a new layer. I turn the opacity down on the sketch layer so it's not so hard to see the line art. And then I go in and I have a special pen tool. I think it's a studio pen. I'll try to take a picture of it or put it up. Anyways, it's a Procreate pen tool. It's pretty common, but I mess with mine a little bit, so it makes like a little bit cleaner lines. It almost like smooths it out a little. I don't know, I kind of feel like it's kind of cheating, but it's digital art, so fuck it, whatever. But we're going to clean up our design as we go, which is generally what I do, and try to add more detail and more roboticness, robotics. We'll just leave it at that. But we're gonna, and then we're gonna play with some colors, and start putting, like anything else, flat colors. And then I decided to pick like a random color for the shading. I went with like this blue variation. and just through like process of elimination kind of figure out where the light's going to be. Sometimes I get really boring with light sources and either choose like one either from like the center, the front, or like the right, top right always. I don't know why, but with this I wanted to do almost like comic book style shading where it's very like clean lines, and just make it look crispy and delicious like a chicken sandwich. But I decided after I got like all the shading done, so you can see we're shading the arms and still using symmetry, woohoo, that it kind of just needed something else. It needed a little bit of a pop. So I went back with the another layer on top. So these are all separate layers, and I mean this like weird background. I don't know. I just want to make it like give it a background so it's something to pop. And then add this like robot samurai in like a Japanese-ish inspired graffiti. I don't know. It might say like something else, but I tried. Wait, give me A for effort. Yeah, so this is where I decided I should go in and add some more like shading because I wanted to make it really pop. And I was looking at some more like comic book style illustrations, and they're very they have a very high contrast, which I really like. So that's when I decided to do this, and just like slowly I just go piece by piece, almost like armor panel by panel, and add a little bit more detail. And as you can see, it's looking a little better. So I'll just kind of time lapse this little chunk, and then, well, or not. We'll just watch it. Ready? Are you watching? I'm watching. Yeah, so any area that was like dark, I made it darker. And I feel like I was pretty much done with this piece. But the moral of the story is, if you think you're done, just give it like one more, like one over. And then I realized, you know what, this could use a little bit more. And I think this only took me like, I don't know, maybe like 30-40 more minutes, and just that little like effort, I feel like really made this thing pop. I thought about doing grayscale. I still might. I really like the grayscale, but I think I'm gonna keep the blue. I don't know. Comment if you think I should do this as a shirt, if you think the grayscale looks good, if you hate the background, if you think I'm obnoxious and should shut up forever, because I do. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Bye.